Good morning. This is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington Tea Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and this is an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And I am contending with so much new technology here; it's a little bit overwhelming, and I'm really bummed because everything's closed, and I can't get a better setup here for speakers and mics and things for this phone right now. But apparently yesterday when I took out the earphones, you couldn't hear anything I said. So we'll just have to fight with this. Hi, Danny. Hi, Adriana. So today I want to talk about what's on everybody's mind, the virus. Only I want to talk about something you can do to help yourself, because some people are really anxious and other people are in denial. And there's this whole range of emotions people are feeling, worried about their loved ones, worried about themselves, worried about toilet paper. So what can we do? Today when I was looking out the beautiful windows of my house, I could see nature. I am surrounded by nature. And I can just look out at the stream behind my house, or the trees, or the sky, or the woods, and the squirrels, and the birds, and the crows, and the occasional one turkey I saw last week, and the 6 deer that come by, as long as my neighbor doesn't shoot them. And there is peace in nature. We can all find solace in nature. That is something that is part of the makeup of all humans. Even hardcore city dwellers I've known appreciate a beautiful sunset or a lovely picture of nature, even if they aren't the kind of person that want to be in nature. So it's so important. And Amy has a perfect example of this. She had I can't even say the word, snake in her yard the other day, and she posted a picture of it and said, "You're a beauty, but you need to get out of my yard." I was like, oh my God, for me to get to a point where I have appreciation for them like that would be miraculous. But I'm on the verge of being a murderer because I'm so terrified of them, and they just don't pay attention to my directions to stay away. But that is really appreciation of nature that Amy is experiencing. And of course, she lives in a beautiful area in the Southwest, so she has lovely sunsets every day. But what about people like the many people I've run into lately around here? Now, I live in a fairly rural area, but some of them live in apartments in the downtowns and around the college areas, and they're little towns, but you're still in a bit of a city existence. And I was thinking that, just looking at the sky can bring you a lot of peace, and just recognizing the beauty of the sky. And I recently learned, I've known this for a while, that dogs are much more sensitive and see better with the color blue. So do the eye receptor, or whatever. I can't, well, the receptors in the human eye are much more open to blue as well, which is one of the reasons we see the blue in the sky, because that vibration on the color spectrum is one that our eyes are really sensitive to, as are the dogs. So looking at the sky can bring a lot of solace to us. And thanks for mentioning. Oh no, don't even show me a picture, Amy. I'll be having a heart attack here. I can already barely think straight. But I'm thinking about the sky, and I remember when I was at a place with dolphins that were in captivity, and it was on everyone's mind who was there with me in this group. Are they sad? Do they wish they could get out? And I had an interaction with a young dolphin, and I just had this strong, strong sense of what he was telling me. And I'm not an animal communicator. I'm very sensitive and I understand animals well, but I'm not a person that has full sentences spoken to me from animals on any regular basis, although sometimes. So this dolphin came up to me and he put his beak right near me, and I got the strongest impression from him that he was saying, "It's okay that I'm not in the sea because I have the sky. And from where I am, wherever I am, I can see the vastness of the sky and I feel the freedom of the sky." And I just always remember that. As long as we have the sky, we have something that is bigger than us and that can bring us peace. And it doesn't matter if it's snowing, raining, thunder, lightning, stars, sun, clouds. The sky is ever present, and we all have availability of the sky. And I think that's one reason in a lot of spirituality believes, the sky is heaven, because heaven is always with us in the sky. And we're so fortunate that we can see the sky. And that brings up something I just learned recently too, that in Germany, it's against the law at a business to keep an employee in a room with no windows for greater than 4 hours. Now think about all the people we know that work in cubicles, even where I work. There's these tiny little rooms in the back where they put us for 6 or 7 hours to score exams. And, you're looking at computers, you're being zapped by the EMF waves around the room from the computers. And just like the visual rest of looking at the sky is so important that Germany has made it a rule. So, the sky has deep connections to us as human beings, as much as nature itself. And of course, we have our animals, and our animals appreciate nature. And we can learn so much from them. Watching the dogs, when we let them out, run across the lawn and roll and roll and roll, even in the snow. I mean, that's pure happiness. So no matter what's going on in your life, if you're trapped in your house, if you can just walk around the yard a little bit, just remember to take solace in nature. I see Lynn's joined us. Lynn lives in a part of Western Virginia with gorgeous rolling hills, one after the next, incredible sunsets, rolling plains. It is a beautiful part of the world. And so she can really understand what I'm saying too, that you can find a lot of solace no matter what's going on in the world, as long as you can access your connection to nature. And the primary reason that we can connect with nature and why we love animals is because of the pets in our lives. They bring nature right into our homes, into our hands, into our hearts, and we can't live without them. So no matter what's going on in the world right now, and how worried you are about that 3 rolls of toilet paper lasting indefinitely, just remember that nature is there for us. Nature provides everything that we have. And if we can find solace in nature, we can get through anything. And don't forget, every part of the pine tree is edible. Pine trees, I'm surrounded by them. I have no worries. As long as I can have, as my friend said, pine tree stew, I can face the world. So everybody have a great day. Stay calm. Do what you can to help others. I feel quite reassured that I ran into my neighbor yesterday and she said, if you need anything, let us know. And I said, oh yes, if you need anything, I'll be happy to help you out. So, reach out to the people around you as well and help them. But look to nature to find your anchor in the midst of all of this commotion. So thanks for joining us today. We might be going to work tomorrow at our educator job. We haven't heard that we're not. We got a very confusing email. Doesn't really say what's going on. I seem to always be in these jobs where, we had the whole entire highway system in Massachusetts shut down, except for essential employees at hospitals. I was a physical therapist at an outpatient clinic connected to a hospital, but far away. Were we required to go to work? Were we considered essential? Yes. How many patients made it through the blizzard into the office? I don't know, 10, but 5 of us were stuck there all day, except for a few who nicely called out and said, oh, I can't make it in. So I always seem to be in these jobs where no matter what's going on in the world, I'm required to be there. It's an honor. And of course, I have so many friends that work in medical facilities and other jobs that are, law enforcement and things where we really do rely on them. So a hard hug for all of those people. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Tuesday, if not tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Stay calm. Bye-bye.